Hello everyone, welcome to the third video in building a chatbot with chat history using LLM. In the previous video, we have seen how to use langgraph persistence for storing the chat history. There we have seen how to define a state graph, create a function, add nodes, and add in-memory checkpointer for storing the chat history. And here we'll see how to check the token usage. And tokens are the fundamental units of text that LLM processes. Tokens can be as small as a character or part of a word. For example, it can be the letter ing in a word or ed in a word. LLM processes text as sequences of tokens, and each model has a token capacity. For example, the model which we are using, it is a free tier llama 3.3 70 billion from Groq, that is having a limit of 6000 tokens per minute. We'll see how to hit that limit. And there are multiple ways to optimize the token usage in LLM that we'll see in the upcoming videos. And here we'll check the limit of the free tier, go to rate limits, and I'm using this model llama 3.3 70 billion, and its TPM, tokens per minute, is 6000. Same like this, even other models also are having their rate limiting. Now we'll write code to check the token count. So we can use the code from the previous example where we have used langgraph persistence. I'll paste it here. This was the langgraph persistence code. So we need to give the secret access. I'll give grant access and try running it again. I'll add the langgraph code here for storing the chat history. Then final code for taking the user input. All these I have explained in the previous video. And addition to printing the message content, I'll even try printing the response here. So I'll try running this. And here, if you notice, we have a key called response metadata, and this contains the token usage. Completion tokens is 10, prompt tokens 53, total tokens 63. We can see the details here. So we'll write a code to print these tokens. Here I'll add get token details, and I'll create a variable token data equal to messages, and last element in that list dot the response metadata dot get token usage. And we can see here there is a key called token usage. Under that we'll be getting multiple keys, and here input token is going to be this prompt tokens, and output token is going to be the completion tokens, and here we can see the total tokens. So I'll create variables here, input token equal to token data dot get, and we can give prompt tokens, and default will give 0. Same like this, output token is going to be completion token, then total token is going to be this, and finally we'll just try to print it, print input tokens, and we'll just try to print these variables. And just to separate the token details, I'll just print off 25 asterisk symbol here. Stop it. We'll try running this. I'll give high, and we can see the total token usage. And when we started this code section, the entire communication itself is starting with 73. The reason for that is it is even remembering our previous communications. You can see there are multiple key value pairs here because the memory saver, everything is getting initialized here in the langgraph. But if I stop this, let me stop this first, then rerun this again, run it. So here I'll give a high, and input token is 53, output token is 10, and the total tokens used is 63 here. Now if I give another high, so you can see here the total token became 92, and from the total token we are adding additional 10 tokens. So now let me just give one more high, and from 92 became 102. The reason for that is that this particular message itself is having 10 tokens. If I stop this and reset it, so it is starting from 53. So that means in case of langgraph persistence, it is storing the chat history in memory in this section of the code. But if you see our previous implementation using the manual list here, but if you try to reset this section of the code, it will reset this history list and it won't remember the chat history. That is one difference. Now we'll see how to hit the token limit. So what I'll do, I'll just give a question. Give me the list of LLM models. So now you can see it is using total 519 tokens, and I'll give explain each one in 500 words. Now you can see it is explaining each one in around 500 words, and the total tokens is 1900. Now I'll give explain each one in 1000 words. And if you see the previous interaction, the input token itself was 535, and before that it was 519, and our question added additional 16 tokens and then it became 535, and now it is going to add with this. So let us just pass this question. Now if you see, the text has increased and it has hit 6569. Now I'll just put one more question. Additional 500 words. Did you see the error here? Now we are getting an error 413, and it is saying that this particular org, so the API rate limit is based on the org, and service tier on token per minute limit is 6000 and I requested 7862. And if you go to the Groq API dashboard logs, we'll be able to see even the log here that I hit a rate limit. In this way, we can check the total tokens used in the LLM interactions. And there are some techniques to reduce the token usage using trimming or summarization that we'll see in the next video. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.